Good morning. It's Eva here. I'm just getting ready to go out for my morning run, and wanted to share a little something that I shared with our team this morning, and it's about purpose. And you know, when you have a purpose in life, you never quit, and you can't be stopped. So the question is, what does purpose mean? So anyone who knows me knows that nouns are not my favorite word. But a purpose is, by definition, something set up as an object or an end to be obtained. So my question is, what is your purpose in life? Don't know? Maybe it's time to find out. Something, an object to be obtained. What were you created to be? Are you there yet? If not, it helps to decide where you need to go before you get there. Definition number 2, according to Webster, and Webster believes that irregardless is a word, so we know that Webster is always right. Number 2, a subject under discussion or an action in course of execution on purpose. Write that down. An action. See, it's not enough just to dream. I don't do dream boards because either you're going to do it or you're not. It's not a dream. It is an action to be obtained. What is your purpose? What is the action to be obtained? Now that's the noun, the nouny part of the word. But let's go to the verb, because you know verbs are always my favorite. The definition of purpose, the verb is to purpose as an aim to oneself. It is, what is your purpose? What is the action for that purpose? And what are you going to do to obtain it, to attain it for yourself? Not for your mama, not for, and I'm a mama, not for your daddy, not for the kids, but for you. I don't care what your desert is. I don't care if you're on a roll. If you're not in your purpose, you're not done yet. Very simple. So you can choose to change whatever's happening to get to your purpose. Who are you created to be? Are you that person yet? Have you done everything that you want to attain? Have you written it down? Have you made an action plan? So how do we do that? Number 1, to get to that purpose, what do you have to change? Now, I'm rolling into my later years. I am a woman of a certain age. I have always been an athlete until I couldn't. And then when I could, it's like, okay, I'm going to do something. And then COVID runs along, and you can't get into a Pilates studio. You can't do those nice little things you do. So I have always been the person on the ski team that hated running. I have always been the person on the track team that hated running any longer than getting over the hurdles or the quarter mile. I hate running, but you know what? In order to get to my purpose, running, they can never stop me. So getting up at Odon 100, I hate getting up. Ask my brother, ask my mother, ask my father. I hate to get up. Getting up at Odon 100 and running every morning. Why? To get to my purpose. So that gets me to the first thing. What do you have to do to change? The second thing is, how are you going to do it? I don't like mornings. So I have Blue Frog. So you're going to love this. Okay. And I don't know if he's ever going to see this, but this is how I get up in the morning.
You're easy now, it's your father. You better be cool. Your father is coming. He wants to talk to you, your father.
Still rolling into my latter years. My father is calling. He says, get out of bed. And I know water's coming in if I don't get up. So how are you going to do it? What do you need to do to make it happen? For me, I need to know that my father is calling. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do to change? And you have, write down, how are you going to do it, and make it happen. Make it an action. It's not a dream. It's something you need to do. And this is the key. This is the last point. Why? Now, what is your why? My why is that I don't want to look like a woman of a certain age. My why is that I need to be healthy. My why is that I need to be here because people are depending on me. My why is, but what is my purpose? My purpose is to change the world, one person at a time. What is my action plan? I'm in a business where I can change people's lives one story at a time. I'm a woman of God. I can live a life where I can help people change their lives one person at a time. And in order to do that, I need to be healthy. I need to get my little bottom out of bed. I don't like to get my little bottom out of bed. I have a really comfy bed. But I had to make an action plan. We have to make an action plan and decide what you need to do to change it. And the question is why? Because if you know your why, you'll never quit. I was at a conference this weekend. Chris Banks, he has a why. He never wants to look in his children's eyes, grandchildren's eyes, and say, I quit. Tuesday night on our Superstars of Business call, the double D, David Dillingham, has a why. Nobody's ever going to look at him and say, you're lazy. Y'all lazy. And he wants to ride a bull. Whatever it is, whatever your why is, if you know what the why is for that purpose, for what you were created to be, you will never quit. Now, my question to you is, if it takes you 40 years to attain that, is it worth it? If it takes you 20 years, is it worth it? If it's not, you maybe want to take a look at it. If it takes you 5 years, is it worth it? See, it's not about how long it takes you to get there. I am a woman of a certain age. I know that. It's about getting there. It's about doing it. It's about being what you were created to be on purpose. So number one, what is the something, what were you created to be? What is the something you need to attain to get to that? Number two, what is the action that you need to execute to do that? Number three, what is the action for yourself, not for anybody else? Because if you're not there, it's nobody else's fault but your own. And it's really not your fault because it's a journey. It's not a destination. Number four, what are you going to do in your life today to help you obtain your purpose? Number five, how are you going to do it? Is your Father calling? What does it take to get there? And most importantly, why? Life is too precious. So, whatever it takes, you can do it. I believe in you. Now, you just need to believe in yourself. So, have a great day. May the Lord bless you. May He watch over you, and may He hold you in the palm of His hands. Ever here. Bye-bye now.